Hey, it's Alex from AFS 401k, closing in on the final weeks of the Wallet Watch Challenge. We have about a week and a half left to go, and I hope you've been staying engaged and involved when it comes to your money and your cash flow. We're wrapping up our dine-in week, where we're focusing on dining in, bringing lunch to work, packing lunches for breakfast, lunch, and making dinners at home as opposed to dining out. That's one of the really easy areas to blow up somebody's budget, is spending more than you anticipated, and it's super easy to do by eating out at breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or all of the above, especially in major metropolitan areas where the cost of lunch and the cost of dinner can be pretty expensive. So hopefully you've had a little bit of work to do this week in packing lunches and bringing things to the office to eat, or cooking dinner with your family in the evenings when you used to perhaps maybe eat out a little more often. But you've also found that it's been fun in a way to save some money that you can then allocate to other places that are important for your short and medium term financial goals. As we go into next week, it's really the last full week of the challenge. We're going to be going through sort of a 21st century version of the envelope method. So historically, the envelope method was this concept of helping you visualize a budget. And the idea is that you would identify how much you are supposed to spend, how much are you budgeted in a few different categories. Take the money out of your bank account, put it in cash, put it in your envelope, and use the money for, let's say, food, for example, from that food envelope throughout the course of a week or a month. And once it's gone, to help you visualize the budgeting. So we did sort of a version of that when we had our no swipe week a few weeks ago, and the idea was during the course of the entire week you were supposed to use only cash to really be able to identify and understand how much money you spend at various places, and how quickly cash can go and money can go out of your bank. It makes it a little more, I think, of a connection when you're using cash as opposed to swiping your credit card. At any rate, this final week of the challenge, we're going to do a 21st century version of the envelope method, where I'm asking you to identify 2 or 3 key categories in your cash flow, in your budget. Food is a great example. Transportation, perhaps entertainment, or others that you know are key categories in your financial life on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. By now, this far into the challenge, hopefully you have a really good idea of how much you spend every month in these categories, and you can kind of convert that into your weekly spending for these 2 or 3 categories. And what we're going to ask you to do is really diligently track how much you're spending in each of these different categories for the next week. And at the end of the week, we're going to send out a questionnaire to everybody in the challenge and ask you a few key questions around the budgeting plan you put in place, how you actually did this week, and how you think you'll be able to continue that throughout the course of 2018 and your medium and long-term future. Hopefully, this effort will, and then the challenge overall, will have helped you become better attuned to your financial life, managing your cash flow, and working hard to reach the financial goals that you have for today. Please also give us your input and feedback. We'd love to hear from you. So check us out on social, send us emails, send us posts on Facebook and Twitter, and let us know how you're doing when it comes to the Wallet Watch Challenge. Thanks. See you soon.